This is the MFSTUDIO 5-burner propane gas grill and griddle combo with porcelain enameled cast iron grate and pan. And honestly, just looking at this grill, you can tell it's built for backyard cooking with friends or family in mind. It's big, it's got that classic black finish, and it just makes you want to start thinking about barbecue weekends right away. I'm standing in front of it now, and the whole thing feels really sturdy, almost like it's ready for any summer party you throw at it. The shape of the grill is rectangular, and what really caught my attention was how much cooking surface you get. The main area for grilling is porcelain enameled cast iron. So that's a fancy way of saying it's tough, it doesn't stick much, and cleanup isn't something you have to fear. The other section is the griddle part, also heavy duty, where you can fry up bacon, veggies, or even do pancakes. I like having both high heat grilling and a flat griddle altogether, because it means I don't need a second appliance taking up patio space. From my experience with other grills, sometimes you end up fighting with uneven heat. But here, the MFSTUDIO comes with 5 stainless steel burners, and the heat distribution does feel really even across the surface. When I first got this grill, I fired it up to make burgers and veggies at the same time. The burgers were seared beautifully, and the veggies didn't burn on one side or just wilt on the other. Honestly, that's something I noticed right away. If one half of your steak is still raw, but the other is charred, it ruins the experience. With this grill, that didn't happen. Talking about the prep space, there's plenty of counter area on either side, which is great for keeping tools, spices, or your next round of burgers. For those new to outdoor grills, space for prep actually matters a lot when you're flipping food and juggling plates. I also found the utility hooks handy because you can just hang your tongs or spatula, so you don't have to go searching for them with greasy fingers. I'd say this grill heats up fast. It's got a total heat output of 54,000 BTU. If that term is new, BTU just means how much heat a grill puts out. The higher the number, the quicker your grill gets hot. If you're coming from charcoal grills or smaller 2-burner units, be aware that this thing can really get searing hot quickly. You don't have to wait for it to get ready, which is awesome if you're a bit impatient like me, or you're having a cookout and folks are waiting for their food. I can't forget the griddle side. I've tried several breakfast runs outside, pancakes, eggs, and bacon, and the surface cooked them evenly without sticking, which surprised me a little since griddles can be tricky. Cleanup is actually less of a headache here because the grease pan is slightly tilted and channels fat into an easy-to-remove oil cup. It actually makes life a lot less messy. You don't have drips all over your patio. Now, this grill comes with a built-in thermometer on the lid. That's super useful if you, like me, sometimes grill thicker meats or try roasting a small turkey outside. You can keep an eye on the temp without lifting the lid and letting all the heat escape. It's not some high-tech gadget, but it's reliable and helps avoid both undercooking and burning, which is something I really appreciate. One thing I was worried about at first was the glass window on the hood. I had heard from a couple of other grill owners that glass can crack from high heat, especially if you go from very hot to very cold quickly, like if you pour cold water around to clean something while it's still hot. So far, mine is holding up fine, but I'd suggest just wiping it down regularly and trying not to shock it with a hot to cold change. Moving the grill around is easy. I'll say, at first I thought something with a big grill and griddle combo would be hard to move, but those 4 wheels underneath roll smoothly over my patio stones. I can pull it closer to the house or out in the open, depending on how many people are coming over. When I put this grill together, I definitely needed some time and patience. The instructions are pretty clear, but there are a lot of parts. My suggestion, don't rush it. Maybe grab a buddy and have a drink while you put it together. Once it's set up though, that's it. You won't have to mess with it much, and it feels secure, not rickety like some of the cheaper grills I've used before. One detail that stands out here is the corrosion-resistant finish on the fire chamber. I live where the weather can get humid and rainy, so having something that won't rust right away is a big plus. Plus, the lid is double-layered, which keeps the heat in nicely. Great if you want to cook at a steady temperature for things like roasts or even baked potatoes. For new grill users, here's what makes this model welcoming. The controls aren't complicated. Each burner has its own knob, so if you want to sear on one side and gentle cook veggies on another, you don't have to mess around too much with settings. It feels intuitive after just a couple of uses. The electric starter means you don't need matches or a lighter. Just twist the knob and it flames right up. The only hassle I noticed was cleaning out grease after making a big meal. If you let grease build up under the grates or in the oil cup, it takes more elbow grease, pun intended, to clean up. Now I just take a couple of minutes right after the grill cools down to wipe it, and it's much easier. In my opinion, this grill combo is perfect for someone who likes to do more than just flip burgers. If you enjoy experimenting with breakfast on the patio, or want to try different meats and side dishes all at once, having both the standard grill and the flat-top griddle is super useful. Plus, if you host large groups for backyard BBQs, the huge cooking area keeps you from having to do food in batches. If I had to give any advice, I'd say keep an eye on the glass window, and don't skip cleaning. Treat the cast iron grates with care, maybe brushing them down right after cooking to help keep the nonstick surface in good shape. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a reliable, versatile grill that can handle steak, seafood, veggies, and breakfast foods. I cook with propane because it's easy. I just swap out the 20-pound tank when it runs low. This grill doesn't eat through propane too quickly either. Another win. In conclusion, the MFSTUDIO 5-burner propane gas grill and griddle combo hits a sweet spot for anyone who likes outdoor cooking but doesn't want to invest in two separate appliances. It's sturdy, heats up evenly, has a practical design for real-life backyard situations, and brings enough power for serious grilling. Yes, there are a few things to watch for, like regular cleaning, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons based on what I've experienced. If you got value from this quick review, or you've got questions, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe for more hands-on reviews, tips, and honest opinions like this. Thank you for watching.